Welcome to TipUp, quick tech tips so you can work smarter. It's 4 o'clock and you were just sent an Excel file with the message, please email those details we discussed to this list of people. Only when you open the worksheet, there are in fact no emails and just a list of seaweeds. And the list is 500 line items. And your manager needed this to go out yesterday. Don't stress. Save time using Excel's concatenate and TextJoin functions. Concatenate allows you to link different cells or text together in a new string of data. It's incredibly helpful if you need to combine cells or add a specific bit of information to each cell in a column. Before we get into how concatenate works, it's important to mention that there are actually two versions of the concatenate function. One is concatenate, which is the older function available for any version of Excel between the years 2016 and 2000. There's also an improved version known as concat for Excel 2019 and newer. The major difference between these two versions is that concat has been modified to allow you to reference a range of cells, whereas the older concatenate limits you to referencing individual cells. If you installed Microsoft Office from your Weill Cornell O365 account, or you're using our Excel web application, you're using the latest version of Excel. Speaking of our initial scenario, let's say you have a list of people's seaweeds from Weill Cornell, but you need to convert them into email addresses. Start off your concat function in another column and click your seaweed cell as a reference. Then, you'll want to add on the email domain. Close up the parentheses at the end of the formula and hit enter. Your first email is done. Double-click the bottom right corner of the cell so your concat formula is applied to the rest of the column. You can also combine multiple cells, like first and last name here. Start your concat function again, and this time reference both cells from the first name and last name columns. Oops, you probably need a space between the first and last name, right? No problem. You can include a space in between parts of your formula by adding two quotes with a space in the middle in your string. Speaking of spaces, you can also use the handy TextJoin function to handle spaces between cells and even empty cells when tying information together. TextJoin allows you to add a delimiter, which is Excel's fancy way of saying a symbol, like a comma or space, which separates the data. In this case, we have a middle name column, but not every person has one. With TextJoin, you can select a delimiter, we'll use a space in this case, and then you can decide what to do with the empty cells by selecting true or false. Now, select the range of cells you want to combine, and done. Back to concatenate. As mentioned earlier, the concat function can also combine a range of cells, like this. However, if you're using an older version of Excel, the concatenate function will require you to refer to each individual cell you want to combine. So keep that in mind when putting together your formula. Visit support.microsoft.com for more information on using these functions. Want more TipUp? Watch our videos and submit your ideas at its.weill.cornell.edu/tipup.